Alright, so let's have some fun with this. Oh my god. That was one, right? I wonder if we can get there. Like in there. Oh, well, we will find out. Do you think it's up there? It is! Oh my god! Oh, they're all baby spirits. We're free from her grasp. We can be at peace. Thank you. A long-lost forgotten farm resides there. No way. To whoever is reading this, it has been so long since we were sealed away from the rest of the world. Oh, we can truly use it. And because we need those only 2 geodes for the fish. And we've just been dragging it for episodes and episodes now. I think we get the most geodes from just breaking rocks. I think. You know what? I'm down. Come at me. Do it. I'm ready. You are too strong now. It used to be a challenge, but not so much anymore. We are really strong. That's it? I wanted like 10 times more than that. Why did we get no geodes yet? Am I doing something wrong? I don't remember how we usually get them. I think it's by breaking a lot of things. Are we just being unlucky? I will take that coal. We want that. By the way, Craig, please feel free to say no, okay? Please feel free to, if you don't feel like it. But if you would like, I can mod you if you want to. There's not really much that I need mods for. I'm lucky that the community is really nice, but you know, if you feel like it. I will be very responsible and I won't get offended if you remove it. I mean, honestly, probably the only reason why I might remove it at some point is like, if you haven't been on for like a while, you know, and we have other people instead. But I think I've seen you enough now to feel good about it. We do have 2. No, that's all I wanted, so that's really good. I don't like how the bed is like in the middle of everything. Why was it not like that before? I don't know. We don't need to have anything in common at all. Don't worry. I got asked this by Splat 2. I don't friend my mods, you know? And that's something that I really keep separate. What's streaming is streaming, but I don't mix personal life with all this streaming things. Is it me or it's been a while since we had new bebes? What do we need the most? Coal. So is that at 60? I think it is. Well, the thing is, I have actual people tell me that. So that's why I'm saying, just be sure, like, they ask a few questions and you're sure, not just one and like, oh, that's a bot, you know? Because there are some actual people that do say that. So don't just go assuming people are bots, but if it's like the 3 same questions, then yeah, that's fair. It's fine. Doesn't really bother me that much, to be honest. It's kind of the sad reality about small streamers like me. There's a lot of things to be taken advantage of from a small streamer. Yeah, but at the same time, this is a hobby, right? So I would not be doing this if I didn't enjoy it. So that's why there's a lot of things that I'm able to just be like, oh well, it's whatever. I don't take it by heart because I don't have any revenue from this. It's not a job. I basically just do it if people want to watch, and that's cool. I'm really happy. It makes me happy to know that, you know, I can also make other people enjoy themselves. But it's like, you know, I don't have to take anything personal because people can't really judge me for what I do since it's just a hobby. I'm just having fun. So when it's about, it's like, whatever, go next, is all. But at the same time, you have to be open to people and you have to come off as being someone that's accepting, right? So if we just ban people constantly because we think they are bots, then that's just like, maybe there's gonna be 1 or 2 people that are actually not bots, and that's gonna make me feel bad for them. I'll throw up this emote or something like it if there's us. You know, that's an incredible idea. Yeah, that's gonna be our code language. We need a sussy emote. We're just trying to chill with some people. But sadly, the truth of Twitch is that things are far from being perfect, sadly. It's internet after all. So we got some wine. We got some wine, chat. It's like telemarketing or door-to-door. Once you let one in, you are on a list. That's true, yeah. And on Twitch, and also on YouTube too, you really are on the list, especially when you just start doing what you do. And honestly, it sometimes gets to you, even for someone like me, you know. Because I think there's this really full market that is either wanting to use you for publicity and to pass the word, but at the same time there's just a bunch of bots, and it's crazy. It's like they want you to discourage yourself. I can't imagine for someone that's actually trying to actively do this for a living, right? I'm just having fun right now, but for someone that actually takes it personally and is really wanting to reach more people and is trying really hard to do all these things, it has to be so hard. It has to. I can't imagine. Constantly having bots and having random people that use small streamers to be like, hi, I do this or I do that, and please shout out me. It's like, if only I could make you understand how annoying it is, especially when it happens not just once, not just twice, but like almost every stream, if it's not twice per stream sometimes. Well, there might be some people that are genuinely just students or things like that, and they're just trying to make a living, you know, and that's why they go see smaller streamers. There's also the other side of either bots or people that don't need necessarily to pass the word, become bigger, and they're just using you, and they don't mind. They're aware that it sucks, and they're still doing it. It sucks when you can't trust a new chatter, yeah. Like I said, I don't really take any hard feelings about it because, well, it doesn't really matter to me that much at the end of the day. But it makes me genuinely happy when we have new chatters. Like, truly. It makes me really happy. And then it's like, oh, well. You kind of pretend it didn't happen because that's kind of what you have to do, right? So you kind of just pretend it didn't happen. It's like, well, that's that. I was speaking to someone that was not actually someone. It was just something. But definitely having actually 3 bots at once, that never happened to me though. That's why I thought it was really weird. I was like, wait a minute. But I wanted to make sure that it was truly bots. Guess they had nothing to do. Just setting 3 bots at once. Truly, we need a lot of coal. If we want to craft a bunch of things. Let's just chill out in the mines then. One little dusty. I actually have been thinking a lot recently because I'm not the most popular, obviously. We are still a quite small community, but soon we're going to have 100 YouTube videos, which is quite insane. I started streaming like almost 6 months ago now. 3 times or more every single week. And I actually wanted to do something a little bit special for the 100th video. I don't know if it's gonna be good content, but I thought I would watch it, so why wouldn't I do it, right? Where I just review my exactly first video, and then every now and then I watch this or that video, and then I just compare myself overall on how much my energy has changed, on how much everything changed, how everything is just more natural now to do. Because when you first start streaming, it's not necessarily awkward, but you don't really know what you're doing. And I think that's normal. So not only to make perhaps good content, but for myself too, and everything that we've achieved, I kinda just want to do that. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And because we were talking about it, I guess I could make a sort of video that is addressing all the things that are not nice about being a small streamer. And like what you can expect of starting to stream, I think is something I could start talking about. Like those bots are a huge one, and the fact that you have to understand that you mean pretty much nothing to anyone until you stream constantly and you can develop some sort of connection with people. And you kind of mean nothing, and most of the time people just use you as advertisement, and that's just the reality. That's just how it is. And until you actually start to prove yourself and make good videos or make good content, then people won't really start to care. Which, that's just how it is, though. And you have to place yourself as a viewer a lot of the time, too. And if your videos don't appeal to you, then how is someone else supposed to see this appealing aspect of it if you don't even have it yourself? So you have to always put yourself in the perspective of a viewer, and, you know, when you're silent for too long, you're like, what would I like to hear about this or about that? Or it's a lot more than just you stand there, you play video games, and you cross fingers that some people is gonna find that interesting. Because if you just watch someone play and they have no personality, or they, you know, they just don't talk, then maybe your friends are going to enjoy that because they know you on a personal level, right? But a stranger is not gonna have this attraction because they just don't know you. And I think that's a big part of people that are bigger streamers. They literally can afford to just sit here and talk about something because people are going to like it nonetheless. Are you like a mod on any streams yourself? I used to be, but no, not anymore. And I think I get misunderstood a lot too, because and there's a reason why I mention it so often on my profiles and stuff, where I ask to not be asked personal questions. It's not that I don't want to be asked questions about myself, it's just, it's really identity-wise, I don't want people to know who I am. And a lot of people don't necessarily think about the bad aspects of being a streamer, but I generally just don't ever want to become famous. And as stupid as this is, because I'm a really small streamer, right? There's probably a lot of people that are like, why are you worrying about that when you only have X amount of views, right? Because when you do become famous, and you can look at that from anyone's big streamer like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or PewDiePie, or anyone, it's an accident that they get so much fame, and then, you know, people know them because they know where they live, they know everything about them, they know what they did before. So you become so vulnerable if you become famous like that by accident. And that's what I'm scared of. It sounds silly because I know I'm not famous right now. But if I was to become famous, I wouldn't want everyone to know me, and that's the thing. That's why I don't want to talk about my job. I don't want to talk about really personal things like where I live exactly. But I'm actually a really open person, and I don't mind to answer a lot of the questions. It's just, I just don't want to be asked those two questions, basically. But I have to amplify on them because a lot of people either don't read it or maybe they're a little bit too curious. But yeah, I would actually love one day to mention what really got me into Twitch, because it kind of has to do with me being a moderator of some sort. Because you were talking about it, made me think of that. And when I stopped being a moderator for this one person, which I will never mention, by the way, because, well, I just wouldn't want to mess them up or anything like that. But I was watching them all the time, and sometimes I was participating in it even. And when they left, I kind of just found me being by myself and still wanting to do something off Twitch, and I was like, I was at a point in my life where I was like, why don't I do it? Just, why not, you know? I think there are moments in our lives where we think a lot and we don't try enough things, and that was definitely me. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, but I was always being like, well, I don't know, I'm not sure if I can do this and all that. But one day I woke up and I was just, F it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? And so I did. And it just took that one person, which, weirdly enough, is Quinny, who has been in chat at the beginning of today. And he actually watched my Sims game where I was doing absolutely nothing but just chilling and playing Sims and relaxing on lo-fi. And he found me. He actually found me. And I was like, wow, so there is a chance for me. That's what I thought. And so I came back the next day after, and then the next one after that. And eventually I was like, I'm doing it so much, why don't I take all this content and I do something with it? But I was looking at all these crazy edits, you know, especially Lixian, which is Markiplier's editor, and I've always been super, like, stunned by his skills. And I was just thinking this slightly as, where do I begin to be somewhat a tiny little bit closer to that? And my edits at first were nothing. They were just cuts, and that was it. And then I became slightly less shy and edited things that I was not necessarily comfortable with just to try. And I think I've come a really long way ever since. And now I do this almost in my everyday life. I always either edit or stream. And now I can't get enough of it. So it's truly a passion, and I get asked a lot, like, what do you do as a hobby? I don't have any hobby apart from streaming. This is my full life. It truly is. So as much as I say I have this detachment of being like, it's fine. It doesn't really matter how many followers I have at the end of the day. I'm just really happy when I get to speak to this one person every now and then, because this is what I want to do. I love being a presence to people. I always wanted to have this interaction with people, so... And now I finally have it. And I have to say, this was probably one of the best decisions I've done in my life for myself. Because it just makes me really happy to do that. Can I... Ah, like this. This is bothering me that it's in the corner and I can't touch it. Let's put you here instead. That's better. I can say I can relate though on why some people might take streaming really seriously and, you know, views matter so much. Because I kind of, you know, I can say I'm happy when views go down or when you get less viewers, or some days you just get no one. So I can understand that aspect, but I always keep reminding myself at the end of the day, I'm doing this as a hobby, and this helps me a lot. Like, a lot. Because it's really easy to get sunk in all of that and pressure yourself and make it a lot more serious than it has to be. I think a big part of me not wanting to become Twitch affiliate is that if I do become affiliates and then money matters and views matters more than they ever did because you have to keep your affiliate and things like that, then I think, wanting it or not, you start to see your viewers a little bit differently, right? It's not necessarily this friendly, just hanging out together aspect of me that I am right now. It will have to become serious, and that's why I'm not ready for it yet. I don't want to see streaming in that way yet. We still have a lot of time to grow together. So I don't want to make it a serious thing just now. I want to have a bigger community first and have this security of being in my own community and knowing that I'm supported back. Speaking of Queenie, I'm pretty sure we haven't put him in yet, and I don't know why, so... Queenie it is. It's probably good to know that people look forward to your streams. It's definitely a part of my day or week. It's extremely valorizing. And I also have to admit that for me, streaming has been probably one of the best confidence mood ever for myself. When I edit my videos, I'm obliged to hear myself all the time, right? And as silly as it is, I think there's a lot of everyone watching this right now that you don't feel comfortable when hearing your voice, right? It feels wrong, it's a little bit weird and unlike you. But when you're obliged to do that, you don't have a choice but to start liking you. And if you don't like yourself, you have to change it. So by hearing myself over and over again in my videos, there's times where I think, wow, I was not that cheerful at that moment, or wow, I said that really wrong, you know? Or I wish I could have said it in another manner. And it has helped me a lot to be able to look at myself from an outside look, because we're always in our own skin all the time, and we are always really harsh on ourselves, and a lot of the time I think a lot of us overthink. Maybe some people do more than others, but it's easy to not know how other people feel if you don't even know what you look like on the outside. And for me, it has helped me a lot to grow as a person, to finally see myself from someone else's eyes. On that third person perspective. And I have to say, I have grown to like myself a lot more than I did back then. Truly. And I wish I could have told myself, do it sooner. This full streaming thing, do it sooner. But I also do believe that things are meant to be a lot of the time. So I try not to think too deep of it, but it's just to say streaming has been an incredibly good experience for me, for myself. And I'm just grateful I've done it at the time I did, because I think I needed it. She said in her cellar, right? Is it here? Yeah. You can start by giving the wine. You can kind of say that streaming was a lot more than just going live and gaming like I love to do. In this sort of industry, you have to be careful to not be parasocial, right? You do need to pull up this barrier of this is just a hobby, and you have to be careful to not get too close or to care too much. But even when you keep this sort of barrier, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean a lot, right? Because it does, at least to me. I think streaming and being YouTubers for a lot of people, actually, it means a lot. Of course, we all have our different reasons to why it can mean so much to us. But when it comes to Twitch or YouTube, I want to say maybe at least 80% of the time when it happens is because people are passionate about it. And for that, I think it can be an incredible work, because you can tell when people are passionate about something. And to me, it's really beautiful to see that. And I think people can tell that I'm having a lot of fun too. At least I can tell when I look at myself, and it makes me happy. There's something I've been meaning to show you. Yeah? It's time you meet Krobus. You're a shadow person. I've been hiding in the Pelican Town sewers. We're gonna see Crow Crow. Crow Crow time. Come, let's go meet him. Little Crow Crow. He's so cute. Let me unlock this first. Alright. Watch your step. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed on my end. Thank you. That does mean a lot to me. Truly, I'm just trying to share a passion of mine and keep company to people. Just the same as you guys keep me company too. As someone here I would like you to meet. He's too cute. Look at him. I want a Crow Crow plushie. I really do. Meet Mary, our newest guild member. Pleasure to meet you. We've met before, but I ran away from you. You sure did. I remember that. Your little steps in the snow. Robus has had bad experiences with humans. I stumbled into them during mission many years ago. Unlike other shadow people, Robus speaks our language and is friendly. It's unprecedented. Adventurers often stab first and ask questions later. Shielding Krobus from them was imperative. Magnus and I arranged a temporary home in the sewers. Look at him, he's so cute. I'm grateful to them. They treat me nicely, like I'm a person. If anyone in town saw Krobus, they could notify the order. They would be taken away. Yeah. You must keep what you've seen here secret. Let us return to the guild. have something to give you. We'll be taking our leave. It's been a pleasure. Really soon. This screen. You've proven your trust to me. This is a key to the sewers. Until now, only Magnus, Gil, and I had a copy. Now you do too. A key to the sewers! You should speak to Krobus. They seem fond of you. And don't forget, they're to remain a secret. Well, that was cute. We finally met him. I was wondering when that was going to unlock. I was thinking to go to the mines, but let's see Crow instead because it's a little bit gross, but you can actually fish in the sewers. And there is a legendary fish in there. And I want to go get it. You know it. But yeah, at the end of the day, I guess all I was trying to say is I am a lot more approachable than maybe I look like at first. There's a lot of things I don't mind to talk about. As long as obviously it's not discriminating or anything like that. I don't want any strong opinions, but I can talk about a lot of things. Roland gave you a key. He sure did. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm happy to meet someone new. It gets lonely down here. I've collected many exotic goods throughout my travels. If you have gold, you're welcome to purchase them. Come take a look. Nope. The sewers are flowing quickly today. I'll get nice and humid in here. Ugh. Can't imagine the smell. Ugh, poor Crow. Right! There's a star drop here too. It's a lot of money. Sure. We'll have to do it anyway one day. You found a star drop. Your mind is filled with thoughts of tea. Oh, tea would be so good right now. I haven't had a matcha tea in a while, actually. I won't lie, it's really tempting right now. We are going to get a lot of carbs down here, so maybe we can make some of that carb surprise we learned at the beginning of the day. Oh my god. Is that a new fish from Expanded? Because it's not the legendary icon. What are you? Radioactive bass. That is definitely from Expanded. That is not in Vanilla, as far as I know. Radioactive bass. Well, you know, with water this green, it makes sense. I think there's a lot more than just sewer stuff in there. Radioactive would make a lot of sense. I made a grapefruit iced tea this summer. It was okay. I butchered the first round though. Grapefruit iced tea. That does sound like it has a lot of potential though. Grapefruit iced tea. I don't think there's a precise place to catch the legendary. Just not thinking about that. I hope I'm right. I'm starting to doubt myself now. Another thing that it makes me laugh just to think about it. But another great thing streaming has given me is the ability to laugh at myself. It might sound a little bit weird, but I'm usually really caring of how I look or what I say in my everyday life. So I can't say I ever really laughed at myself ever before. I was too conscious of what people might think, or, you know, I cared more than I was able to laugh. Let's just put it that way. But after streaming and saying things that made no sense, I have really strong ADHD in case you haven't figured that out yet. I say things really wrong. I do certain things that sometimes are a little bit weird, and I learned to just look at it from that third perception and just laugh at it. And there are times where I edit and I'm just really laughing at myself. One of the things that make me laugh the most is the voice cracks I get because I'm not used to talking for 3 hours nonstop. So there was this one video, I need to find it, whichever one it was. And if you're actually watching this like on YouTube and you know exactly which video I'm talking about, please let me know. But this video starts and like 3 seconds in, I'm doing the introduction, my voice cracks so bad. And it took me like 10 minutes to stop laughing at it and to actually start edit it because it was just too funny to me. And I think it's really good to laugh about yourself, truly. Oh, maybe we were at the wrong spot, maybe. Because there it is. Come on. There you go. Not too bad. It looks like that. You've got one of the legendary fish. Mutant art. Look at that cute little monster. Cute is an opinion, obviously. Yeah. So editing is often a lot of fun for me. Just because I'm able to laugh at myself now. And that helps a lot to stop caring too. I think there was a time in my life where I cared a bit too much about everything. And the fact that now I'm able to just be me do things I like and not really care, it's a gift. It's a huge gift you can give to yourself, truly. I think there was also in Markiplier's video from maybe a bit more than 4 days ago. Anyway, it doesn't really matter which one, but he was reviewing his video and he was laughing at it. And he said, I know this sounds stupid, like I don't mean to laugh at myself about my video, like haha, I'm funny, you know, I want everyone to know it, but that's how I feel too. Like I totally understood what he meant when he said that. Like if I was to laugh at something and then I would show someone, they would be like, okay, what's that funny about it, right? It's just you. It's honestly that's funny. It's you. You do you things and that's funny. Only you can truly understand. Zucchini loves you? Wait, what? Where's little Zook? Alright, let's turn these bad boys. It's time. Oh, it gave mixed seeds. That's lame. That's better. We have quite a few actually. That's super good. And we'll have to go to the desert. This is fully upgraded now, right? Yeah, let's put chat in. So who do we place there? Normal cows or pigs? What do we want the most of? Like one goat and one cow. Snuna. What a name. Let's do Spotty. And then let's do blue stew. More milk it is. Oh my god, look how cute it is. Look at that one. That's one we don't have, right? It's a fluffy cow. That's too cute. Oh my god. I do want us to have a proper tree farm at some point. But not here, that's for sure. We might as well just plant our trees for the tree farm right now, right? No, it's uneven, chat. It's uneven. RIP. And that will be it for today. Sleep time. Another episode of Stardew. Once again. On this, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did today. A lot of talking and quite interesting subjects also that we spoke about today. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and until next episode, bye for now.